Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, I'm playing for series videos I've been doing for a while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, and folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I just checked the date on these and they're a little bit out of date, but we're still going to roll with it. But anyway, folks, super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing that, I'm going to yammer on about for a bit. Whilst I'm doing that, I'm inside the truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means that I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. It's definitely not the case with this one. I actually picked these up, I want to say maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I went over there. I literally have a cabinet in my house that is where I devote my like refrigerator necessity items that I'm going to review. I just tossed it in there, and I just recently found it, and it was like, oh, I should review this because it is slightly out of date now. But anyway, so what is it? What am I reviewing? Why is it out of date? Well, folks, it's Howard's crispy fried chicken skins. Can we get a... It's not the sexiest looking thing. And then on top of that, there's like some goo. Why is there goo? I'm guessing that's from something else that was in the cabinet, I hope. But I don't think it's gone over there. Actually, this has got to be from that one gas station, because I was trying to think where I got it from. It's got to be from that one gas station. So it might just be gas station goo. Let's try to get a thing. Ha 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 ha. Can we? Maybe? Ha 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 ha. Sure. Yeah, okay. Ingredients: chicken skins, rice flour, salt, seasoned salt, blah 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 blah. I tried some stuff like this. They had these things from a company called Flock, where it was just fried chicken skins. It sounds amazing, but in my experience, it has been less than. These were apparently best by October 1st. The time I'm doing this, it's a couple weeks after that. I don't think it's going to kill me. If we need to, we'll deduct, a couple imaginary points from it, but we're going to be reasonable, okay? So, this isn't the prime that it could be. Let's give it a go. How do I open it? Open. Open, 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 open. No! Mind you, that's not... Let me emphasize, that wasn't like a, oh no, this smells bad kind of smell. It was just a kick in the fucking head smell. It was just a lot of smell. Yeah, I mean, okay. They basically look like the Flock. By the way, go watch those episodes. They're just a little bit more bite-sized than the Flock were. Flock were a little bit fuller, but this is a smaller bag, so let's give it a go. Yeah, it tastes pretty similar to the Flock stuff. It's sort of like the best way I could describe it, kind of like if they decided to go over there and make chicken skin pork rinds. It's honestly very similar. The texture is similar in that, it's a little bit chewy, but it's very crunchy in certain parts. It has a lot of seasoning to it. That's why I got the kind of, head going back motion. Yeah, I mean, they definitely remind me of pork rinds. Especially like the chicharron kind, like the ones that are really kind of heavy. That's kind of what I take away from these. They're not... Here's the thing, they're not bad, but it's one of those things where I think it sounds really great on paper. It's like, oh man, fried chicken skin. I mean, who doesn't, fried chicken is fucking wonderful. The best aspect of it is the fried chicken skin. Obviously, this will be the best thing ever. But I think there's two things that kind of keep it from really being as good as I personally would like it to be. Number one is that although, yes, chicken skin, the fried chicken skin is pretty much the best part. It does work in tandem with the meat, which, has like kind of a savoriness to it. It's a whole thing. If I'm looking behind me, it's just because I saw somebody went, because I'm in my driveway, I saw somebody go over there and drive by, and now I'm hearing doors open and stuff, so I'm wondering if somebody's going to walk up to my property. I hope not. I don't need people. Like, it's nothing against anybody in particular, it's just I don't need people coming to my property. I think I'm fine. They're also doing, like, construction, like, just down the road, so it's probably that. But no, like, you don't have, like, the meat to sort of kind of, counterbalance against it. The other thing is, I think that with these chicken skin products, I feel like they have a tendency to over-season them. Because maybe it's because of sort of that lack of the actual chicken. And it's just like they're almost like overly salty and like just overly fried tasting. Like you can kind of taste the oil almost. And I mean, when I did the flock ones, I got two flavors. I got like an original one, and I got one that I think was like salt and vinegar or something. The salt and vinegar ones I couldn't do anything with. I really, really didn't like those. I found a guy at my work who fucking loved them, gave them to him. The other ones, the original ones, which are akin to this, I was willing to eventually sort of come to terms with. I finished them off. They were okay. So I can do the same thing with these. With these, in comparison to the flock, again, they're definitely bigger. I think the flock ones, they try to kind of be a little bit almost like a healthy-ish thing, even though it's fried chicken skin. But I think they try to sort of work with it, whereas these do maybe taste a little bit more decadent. I will say this, they are full of flavor. If you like the flavor of these, you're getting a lot of it. But I don't mind them, and it is one of those things, maybe if I ate them more often, I would develop a palate for it, because it's like they're not too far off from things that I like. Again, they're very similar to pork rinds. But I just feel like with pork rinds, even though, I mean, those are unhealthy as shit, I feel like with the pork rinds, it's like, I don't know, man. I just feel like they've worked out the seasoning and the flavor for that better. Whereas with these, I feel like they're just trying to overdo it. And I don't feel like it needs that much. But it's not bad. It's, it's an okay, if somewhat niche treat. That's the best way I could put it. But I'll say this, I appreciate that it's in a small bag. Because even I think if I really like these, I think it would be a thing where I would not want to eat them with any great regularity. Just because, again, you can taste how unhealthy these damn things are. But they're not bad. And actually, hell, they even say, chicharrones de pollo. So there you go. Flat out. They're even calling it. All that said, two questions have to be asked. Would I get them again? Would I recommend them? Maybe and kinda. I think the only one that I really actively disliked was the salt and vinegar ones that I got from Flock. I just could not fucking make heads or tails of those. But the original ones, I was, like I said, I was able to kind of work with them. With these, it's similar. They would never be a go-to treat for me. I would just get some pork rinds if I really wanted something similar. But maybe as a very occasional sort of novelty thing, that would be about it for me. Because I don't hate them, but I just feel like there's a really good version of this that just hasn't, at least I haven't personally encountered yet, where like the seasoning is proper and like it doesn't feel overboard. If I'm recommending them to people, I mean, they are what they are. Do they taste like fried chicken skin? A little bit. But I don't think that they taste like, you're not getting like from Popeyes or whatever. It's a different type of seasoning. It's too much for me. It just tastes kind of like the fry oil a little bit. And salty. It's, again, there's an appeal. If you like standard pork rinds and stuff like that, then maybe. maybe give them a shot. Maybe they could be an alternative for you. If nothing else, they're kind of a fun little oddity, I guess, but I don't think that for me, they're not a go-to snack. But I'm not going to go over there and tell people not to try them at least. But anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of your folks. Go over there, have yourselves a truly, just have yourself a fucking pork rinds-tastic rest of your life if you're going to do it. I have a picture, it's on my Facebook page, which is not in any way linked to my my channel or anything, but, just my personal page, from when I worked at my gas station days. And one night I went over there and I got myself a bag of pork rinds. And I got a pork rind that was like this big. It was fucking enormous. It's like the king of all pork rinds. It was a good day. Found 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what do you do if you can't do it all the time? I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there with you in it. It can suck, man. Sometimes life is just a pain in the dick and you got to deal with stuff and it's frustrating and you're just like, ah. We've all been there. But it's important when we get to that, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks. Do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there. Maybe crispy fried chicken skins are your personal favorite treat. And maybe you're over there and, like, you're watching this review right now and you're, like, over there and you're like, damn it, Janet, go over there and let's load up the fucking, the Toyota, what the fuck ever, I don't, Toyota Helix. Let's go over there. It's like the only one I can think of off the top of my head. We're going to go over there and we're going to find this Brandon son of a bitch and show him what for because he doesn't like chicken skins. I mean, now, first of all, that seems excessive. I didn't even say that I hate them or anything. I just said they're a bit much for me, personally. Plus, on top of that, I mean, look, I ain't inviting anybody to go over there and, fuck around on my property or anything. Let's get that out of the way. But if you want to go over there and throw down some fisticuffs, you'll most likely kick my ass. But if it'll help you make your point, you can fight for the honor of chicken skins. I guess. I'll fight for the honor of pork rinds. Or conversely, we could not go over there and fight over something as stupid as fried skin snacks. And instead, let's just enjoy whatever fried skin snacks we do or don't enjoy. That sounds like a much better plan. And if we're going to do the boxing thing or what the fuck ever, let's at least get, like, some promoters and shit involved so we can make some money. Because, like, if I'm going to get my fucking head kicked in anyway, first of all, I'd like to have, some insurance to help back me up. But then on top of that, let's make a few bucks. I'm just saying. I'm not too proud to take a dive. Ha ha ha. Bye.